Southern Japan, a region renowned for its volatile tectonic landscape and dramatic geological activity, is once again drawing global attention. Nestled in the heart of the Pacific Ring of Fire, this area sits atop a major subduction zone, where the Philippine Sea Plate dives beneath the Eurasian Plate, giving rise to powerful earthquakes and a chain of active volcanoes. Historically, this region has witnessed some of Japan's most intense seismic and volcanic events, with names like Sakurajima and Ira Caldera etched into the annals of natural history for their fiery eruptions and destructive power. Recently, this already active landscape has entered a new and possibly unprecedented phase. A sudden swarm of earthquakes near the Tokara Islands has raised alarms among scientists and authorities alike. These seismic tremors are not isolated events. They are occurring alongside the eruption or heightened activity of at least 3 significant volcanoes in the Kagoshima prefecture: Sakurajima, Suwanosejima, and Kuchinoarabujima. In an urgent response, Japan's Earthquake Research Committee convened an emergency meeting on July 4th to analyze what may be a broader geological shift in progress. The timing and concentration of these events are unlike anything observed in recent memory. Crustal movement measured at the Takarajima observation point showed displacements of nearly 1 inch northeast and more than 1.5 inches south within just a few days. According to Professor Emeritus Hayata Nao from the University of Tokyo, it is exceptionally rare to witness such significant ground movement over such a brief span, suggesting a powerful external force at work, likely tied to volcanic processes below the surface. Since the magnitude 5.6 quake on July 2nd, multiple tremors measuring above magnitude 5 have continued to shake the region, with some occurring just hours apart. These are not mere aftershocks, but appear to be part of an extended seismic swarm. The fact that these quakes are shallow and occur in a volcanic arc suggests a strong link to magma movement, rather than the usual tectonic stress shifts typically responsible for deep earthquakes. This clustering of earthquakes and volcanic activity could be more than coincidental. A groundbreaking study from the University of Miami previously identified a subterranean connection between Japan's Shinmoidake and Sakurajima volcanoes, located just over 13 miles apart. This research showed that eruptions at one volcano could directly influence the activity of the other, offering a compelling precedent for the kind of interconnected volcanic behavior now being observed across southern Japan. As we dig deeper into the unfolding events in southern Japan, it becomes increasingly evident that we might be witnessing more than just isolated geological occurrences. The earthquake swarm around the Tokara Islands has not only persisted for more than 3 weeks, but has also intensified in both frequency and magnitude. Over 1,500 quakes have been recorded, with at least 11 exceeding magnitude 5. Unlike typical main shock-aftershock sequences, these quakes form a pattern characteristic of seismic swarms, clusters of similar strength events driven by non-tectonic forces, such as magma movement or the pressurization of subterranean fluids. This region's complex geological makeup further adds to the mystery. The Tokara Islands belong to a chain of 12 small volcanic islands, part of the larger Ryukyu Arc, which stretches from Kyushu to Taiwan. Only 7 of these islands are inhabited, housing fewer than 700 residents. Evacuation poses a logistical challenge, taking over 12 hours by ferry. This isolation heightens the urgency of understanding the potential risks, as continuous ground shaking threatens the stability of the islands and the safety of their communities. Beneath this chain, the Philippine Sea Plate is subducting under the Eurasian Plate, a process that has sculpted a volatile landscape over millennia. The magma generated from this subduction rises through deep fractures, forming volcanoes and feeding seismic instability. The simultaneous activity of multiple volcanoes, Sakurajima, Suwanosejima, and Kuchinoarabujima, within a relatively small geographical radius, strongly suggests a synchronized magmatic influence. It raises the question, could a deeper, regional-scale magmatic intrusion be underway? Supporting this theory, a 2018 study confirmed a magmatic connection between 2 major volcanoes via a shared underground reservoir. During an eruption at Kirishima, the Ira caldera previously assumed dormant, temporarily deflated, indicating a flow of magma between the 2 systems. This discovery challenged long-held assumptions about the independence of volcanic systems and emphasized the possibility of large-scale interconnectivity within volcanic arcs. If similar connections exist between the Tokara swarm and the currently active volcanoes in Kagoshima Prefecture, we could be looking at a domino effect in real time. Regional stress redistribution caused by magma movement might be loosening the caps on other volcanic systems, potentially triggering new eruptions. This possibility adds a new layer of complexity to seismic forecasting, particularly in densely populated regions where the margin for error is slim. Zooming in on the Kagoshima Prefecture and the surrounding seas, the signs of heightened geological activity become even more compelling. Ash clouds darken the skies as 3 major volcanoes simultaneously emit plumes, while beneath the ocean, the seafloor continues to tremble from frequent quakes. What's striking isn't just the activity itself, but its synchronicity. Volcanic eruptions and earthquake swarms unfolding in near unison across a span of less than 125 miles. For volcanologists and seismologists, this is a scenario that demands close scrutiny. The current seismic swarm has produced more consistent, typical focal mechanisms, namely strike slip and normal fault types, as opposed to the unusual ones seen in previous years like 2021 and 2023. This shift in earthquake behavior implies that a different set of geological structures is being activated. These new patterns could be a response to stress changes from magma intrusion, shifting pressure within the crust, or the fracturing of old fault lines that had long remained dormant. Either way, the change marks a departure from previously recorded swarm behavior, signaling that something unique is taking place beneath the Tokara Islands. Historical comparisons help underscore the seriousness of the current situation. In December 2021, a notable swarm in the region culminated in a magnitude 6.2 shallow earthquake that caused damage to nearby islands. That swarm lasted less than a week, while the ongoing one has surpassed 3 weeks, with stronger and more frequent tremors. Such sustained activity, especially when paired with concurrent volcanic eruptions, may indicate a large-scale subterranean event, potentially a deep magmatic recharge affecting multiple systems simultaneously. For the residents of the Tokara Islands and surrounding regions, this uncertainty brings unease. With limited evacuation routes and a ferry that takes over 12 hours, immediate response to any escalation would be incredibly challenging. This highlights the need for preemptive planning, enhanced surveillance, and international scientific cooperation. As more data becomes available, particularly through satellite deformation monitoring and GPS readings, experts hope to decode the signals and provide better forecasts. But nature remains unpredictable, and the possibility of an evolving volcanic crisis cannot be ruled out. So, what should we all take away from this? First, this situation is a vivid reminder of the interconnectedness of geological systems. What appears isolated might be part of a larger, synchronized event. Second, it emphasizes the value of continuous scientific observation, especially in regions as seismically sensitive as Japan. And finally, it serves as a wake-up call. The Earth is always moving, always changing, and staying informed could make all the difference. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss future updates. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is happening beneath southern Japan? Let's stay alert, stay curious, and keep watching the Earth together.